Hi, boys and girls. I have a book that I want to share for you, and I think you will just love it. It's called Jimmy Zangwow's Out of This World Moon Pie Adventure. I wonder if you like moon pies. Mrs. Thompson loves moon pies, so I think you will like this adventure. And I'm going to warn you, it is way fiction all the way. But look at this first page. We've talked about those design thinking, the engineering, the drawings and stuff like that. And look at his drawing that he did. This is a drawing of his spaceship. How about that? That caught my attention too. And this is the inside of his bedroom. Here is an airplane. Here is a globe where I see the continent of Africa. And look, he hung a baseball on the ceiling to act as the moon. Great imagination, don't you think? One Tuesday afternoon, Jimmy Zangwow asked his mom, Can I please have some milk and a moon pie? Of course not, his mother replied. You'll ruin your dinner. Now run outside and play. Ah, nuts, Jimmy muttered as he stomped out his back door and climbed aboard his secret project. I wish I could go to the moon and get my own moon pies, but this jumbly jalopy will never fly. What with that, the jalopy shook. It rattled. It battled to get off the ground. Holy macaroni! Jimmy cried. He shut his eyes tight, and the jalopy rocketed up. You see that ellipsis? Let's see what else is going to happen. Out of this world. When Jimmy opened his eyes, he was high above the earth. Wow, I've never been this far from home, and he wondered if he could find his way back in time for dinner. His stomach rumbled. Up ahead loomed the slumbering moon. Moon pies. You see the moon? And he's got his nightcap on. And another thing that I noticed, boys and girls, I don't know if you can see, there's North America. We learned about North America in social studies. And there it is, in the Atlantic Ocean that's beside North America. When Jimmy was close enough to get the great moon pie maker in the sky, he roped him and climbed up out of his jalopy. Mr. Moon, can I please have some moon pies? Opening one eye, the old moon spoke. What? You want French fries? Don't have any. Moon pies, shouted Jimmy. Fruit flies? Never seen one. No, Mr. Moon, I would like some moon pies. Well, you don't have to yell, said the moon. I'm not hard of hearing. You know, just a bit of cheese in my ears. Jimmy took a deep breath and started again. Mr. Moon, can I please have some moon pies? The moon gave Jimmy a long, thoughtful look. Oh, of course you can, he said. He gave Jimmy 1,000 moon pies. Gazooks, a whole year's supply. But then Jimmy realized that he didn't bring one thing, the only Oh, excuse me. But then Jimmy realized that he didn't bring the only thing that goes with moon pies. Sure wish I had some milk. What's that? Milk? Replied the sleepish moon. No milk, not since the cow's gone. Cow? What cow? The cow, that jumped over me. Used to fly by all the time delivering milk. Delivering milk? Where? Jimmy asked. Milky Way, of course. The Grimble grinder must have frightened her off. You had best watch out for that one. But Jimmy already sped off. In the Milky Way, Jimmy found gallons and quarts and pints of milk, and he pulled out his net and was scooping up as much frosty, frothy stuff as he could when he heard the grumble, rumble, grumble. Rumble, grumble. The grumble was so loud that it flipped the jalopy. And sent Jimmy, his milk, and all 1,000 moon pies tumbling straight down to Mars, where Jimmy landed in a crowd of Marsmen. It is raining milk, they called out together. It is snowing moon pies. We want moon pies. Oh no, Jimmy sighed. How many of you are there? 999. 999? That only leaves one for me. But then he saw all those hungry little Marsmen eyes and knew there wasn't any other way. All right, I'll share. And the Martian milk and the moon pie feast began. Before anyone could even take a bite, they heard rumble, grumble, rumble, grumble. All 999 Marsmen froze, and the ground shook as the sound bounded forward. Rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. Jumping June bugs! What in the world is that? Jimmy asked. It's the Grimble grinder, the Marsmen exclaimed. The big-bellied beastie roared and roared. Rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. He will eat us, cried the Marsmen. 365. We're tasty little nuggets in his gigantic eyes. Eat us? Jimmy said. He can't do that. I'll miss my supper. He had to do something, but what? See all the Marsmen? They all have numbers. Instead of names, they have numbers in front of them. Rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. Jimmy looked down at his hands. If you got to eat something, he said, eat this. And he held out a bottle of milk and his very last moon pie. Grabbing the milk and the moon pie, the Grimble grinder gobbled up both and belched out loud. Brrrr! And he didn't even say excuse me, did he, boys and girls? Then The giant monster smiled and spoke. Thank you, thank you. That was just what I needed. I was so hungry for so long that my belly rumbled and grumbled and growled. When I tried to ask for food, it spoke louder than I did. It frightened everyone away. You mean you didn't want to eat us? Asked Jimmy. Oh, goodness gracious, no. I just wanted a moon pie. Hearing this, the Marsmen cheered. Zip, pip, zip, cadoodle, or caboodle, zip, pip, caboodle. Jimmy Zangwow has saved the day. Zip, pip, caboodle. But now Jimmy's stomach rumbled. He was starving. He looked at his watch. 6 past? I'm going to be late for dinner. And the jalopy was all crashed up and smashed. I'll never get home in time now, groaned Jimmy. Yes, you will. We will help you, said Mars Man 365. And just like that, the Mars men gathered up all the moon pie wrappers and stitched them together to make a great moon pie wrapper balloon. Now what? Jimmy asked. To make it work, we need hot air. His watch read 1/4 past. That means it was like 15 after. 365 spoke up again. I have an idea, Mr. Grimble. If you could, no problem. But I'll need another moon pie, replied the Grimble. All 999 Marsmen shouted, Take mine! The Grimble grinder gobbled up every single moon pie. Then he seized the balloon. He opened his mouth wide and burp. He burped so hard that moon pies blew out his ears and landed miles away. You see the moon pies up here coming out of his ears? And still, he didn't say, excuse me, did he? And before they knew it, the moon pie wrapper balloon was flying high. I'll come back again soon, Jimmy promised as he soared over the crowd and waved goodbye to 999 Marsmen and the Grimble grinder too. He flew through the Milky Way. He floated past old Mr. Moon. And he landed in his backyard just in time to hear his mom call, Jimmy, dinner! Jimmy was so hungry that he ate every last bite, even though it was Brussels sprout noodle bean casserole. And when he was done, he got a moon pie for dessert. Now, boys and girls, when I was reading that story, I had all kinds of ideas about things we could do about things for this story. So I want you to start thinking, and I am going to share some ideas with you.